Bant GearHulks. I am in love with this deck. Running 4 copies of the Bright Glass and 2 copies of the Riptide. They are the kings of the deck. Together, they really give you card advantage, stabilize the board, and in the case of the Riptides, get rid of their nastiest threat through indestructible, hits non-land permanent, and it's just absolutely beautiful card. So, like usual, full breakdown at the end, but to quickly just touch on it, we're playing these herd heirlooms to quickly ramp up and get these GearHulks down on as early as 3. We are playing these scrap shooters and these sheltered by ghost to stabilize the board and not just get ran over by mono red, prowess, any kind of extremely aggro deck. And then otherwise we are just running a ton of one-drop permanents, all of which are fetchable by the GearHulk, at the exception of the one of fun of Spell Pierce, which keeps you alive against Omniscience and counters temporary lockdown and all kinds of good stuff. So an important but fun of one piece to play. You guys will see the interactions throughout the deck or throughout the games, and I'll talk about them more at the end. But for now, let's get right into some games. Let's see what kind of first opener we can get. Well, I mean, we love to be on the play, and we love 2 fast lands. I think this hand's gonna do. Hopefully we draw some more, but it is aggressive. We're playing 25 lands in this deck, so with the map from the Spyglass Siren, I think we should be all right. Opponent representing probably Omniscience, but it could be the Azorius Oculus deck. We'll go Wormlet into Spyglass Siren, getting trigger. What a great start for game 1. Love to see it. Get in for 2, and guess we're trying to dodge temporary lockdown. And it is looking like it is definitely the Omniscience deck. Okay, did not hit a land yet, but we have another look. Okay, that is a land. I think I just run everything out, and if he has temporary lockdown, we're just dead. I mean, I don't need to run this out. I could just practice Clue instead and be mana efficient. Pull another land off the top. Okay. Temporary lockdown. No, stock up. Okay, can we kill opponent next turn? 8, 9, 10. I need to squeeze 1 damage. Lava Spur Boots does it. No, that's not it. I have no counter magic up. I don't have anything to exile Omniscience. This is not looking great. Okay, Office Inspector. We could deal 10. Drawing up now does nothing. We just smash for 10 and I guess hope he doesn't have it. There's no other play. God, I don't want to start this game off or this video off on a loss. That's a bad look. Oh, it's a tap land. Okay. I think we win no matter what now. Yeah. Great start. Quick victory against Omniscience. We are almost Mythic. I would love to just get 3 wins in a row here and make it. Let's get it. All right. We're back in it. We go first. Tapped land. It's only green source that's tapped in the deck. And it's kind of hurting us here. But overall, the hand looks good enough. Very strange, these mana issues. There's only 1 tapped green source in the whole deck. This is it. And there's only 1 source in the whole deck that doesn't contribute to casting this Bright Glass GearHulk, and it is this 1 island. Hey, I think that's good. We do need a second green eventually. Okay, it's the deck to beat here. Oh, that makes me nervous. We did not get our best draw. Gonna really need something off the top to contribute to this hand. Not a land. Pretty much anything but a land. Or a spell that's... I mean, okay, a green source is fine. But otherwise, we really want either the heirloom, any creature we could cast. Just cannot afford to dirtle the first couple turns of the game against the prowess deck. Removal for the cutter would be great. Okay. That's an amazing draw. Gain a life there. I will just sack this like this now. Up to 21. We'll equip these boots for the ward. Okay. Now, we want to forest, brushland, any untapped green source off the top. And just slam this GearHulk, trigger the Wormlet. We are close. We're definitely close to stable. I mean, opponent doesn't have any Quarry Steel Cutters in play yet. And that might be our saving grace here. Surely opponent swings for 3. It would be foolish not to. Come on. Monstrous Rage? No. Felt like there was some stick there. He's probably holding a... another cantrip spell, like an Opt or something, to double spell eventually. What could opponent be thinking about? I really have no idea. There's only one other tap land in the deck. Ah, man. One of the few draws we were trying to dodge was a GearHulk, in which there was only 4 of in the deck. Okay. I mean, I think I can't... I don't know if I could swing here. The thing is, if we just don't do anything, opponent eventually just levels up the Storm Chaser's talent, gets more value out of the graveyard. We can't afford to let this game go long. Man, I could already feel it. Now we're going to draw a fast land. Yikes! And just have to take another turn off. That'll be game if that happens. Come on, please. Please let opponent's hand just be 5 lands just this one time. that stuff actually happens to me, but I swear it never happens to opponent. Okay. A small glimmer of hope here if we draw an untapped land. Any untapped land. Piece of shit! I am not actually mad or even frustrated at all. It was to be expected. Sometimes that'll happen. And now no green. Man, maybe there's something actually wrong with my mana base. Although I don't think so. Yeah, I can't keep this. This does nothing. That looks a lot better. Put back. Put back. Novice Inspector. That great card, the Novice Inspector. Does that change anything? I think it does. I think we're down to lead out the Wormlet. Okay, opponent on black with no duress or cut down. Okay. Let's just run this out. I think the Wormlet's a better target to remove, so I'll put the, I'll sack them up on a Siren, kind of split our threats. didn't get a counter after all, didn't matter. That's pretty good. I do like this demon with this annex. I think it's a nice little combo. I think I get rid of the annex right now. I mean, if he gets it back next turn, he essentially takes the turn off by, you know, killing the Siren and paying the ward. So I'm okay with that. And we have lined up a GearHulk for turn 4. Feels like our deck is indeed doing its thing. Do feel like this deck gets matched up against mono black quite a lot. I played a lot of games with this deck, testing it and tuning it. In the end, I took out a lot of cool 1-drops that I tried to make work for these Sirens and put these Wormlets back in. Wormlet and a Spyglass Siren go together so well. Another GearHulk. Okay, our hand is just GearHulks. Do we offer the trade on this Wormlet? I don't think it's actually necessary. We could just kind of go in for 3 in the air. Yeah, this Wormlet's not going anywhere, and this Unstoppable Slasher is not blocking the GearHulk very well. So I don't think there's a need to trade here. I'll grab this Mockingbird for potential gas, and maybe a Dusk Rose Reliquary. Since we have a map token in play, we can sack. Yeah, this is feeling like it's lined up beautifully. We love it. Opponent down at 12. Next turn, we can remove the Slasher with the Dusk Rose Reliquary and swing with the Wormlet. That'll be a 5/5. Oof. Wow. Wow. Okay. We don't need to remove the Slasher now, so the GearHulk's the only attacking creature and he attacks through it, no problem. Man, a land would be really nice. But I think it's too dumb to just not cast a flying GearHulk. Flying GearHulk it is. We have so much gas in our hands, we just want a couple more lands so we could run it all out. We'll grab a Haste artifact and Lava Sword Brutes, and what else? Just a Novice Inspector will be fine. We don't need any more cards in hand, we need lands. I am playing 25 lands in this deck for a reason. I want to draw them. Does opponent make a 6/6 demon here? He sure does. Which is fine. We could remove it with the Dusk Rose Reliquary. No, he doesn't. He flips the Unholy Annex side. Okay. Goes to 10, presumably holding up a removal. Okay. Let's cast this Heirloom. Let's use the mana for a white. Now let's go to combat. Like that and that. Takes 8? No, I doubt it. Okay, taking 8. Let's run out these boots. I'm almost certain if opponent had a removal spell, he would have cast it, so I think we're pretty safe to crack this map. There's no way that you have removal. Let's cut down. Okay. We don't care much for that. We have the mana now that the Heirloom can help cast the GearHulk to go GearHulk, equip them with the boots, and just finish them off. So This is lethal. GG. Well, a good start here. 2-drop Demon into the Annex, but it was just not enough value against all our GearHulks. That does nothing, it just gets removed anyways. Good game. Phew! Got a little nervous there at one point, but pulled it off. Didn't need more than 4 lands after all. Alright, back to 3 wins away here. Let's get it. We are on the play with ramp. Only 2 lands. Again, but we're going to keep it. A lot of only 2 landers. This happened so much when I was playtesting the deck. I actually put 25 lands in. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet. Every time I see this land, I immediately assume it's Omniscience. So, Veteran Survivor, a great 1-drop come down early. Beautiful draw with the land there. Everything is coming up us. Get in for 2, no targets to exile. Play some more ramp. So, what else would run Mistrise Village if not Omniscience? Maybe Jeskai Control? Opponent stuck on 2 lands? Okay, there's the Omniscience. I'm gonna go with a Giga Brain play here. Opponent must have Ephara's Dispersal, I think is the name of the card. Becomes only 1 mana to bounce an attacking creature. And that would make his Omniscience live. So, Sheltered by Ghosts, just for the ward. Get rid of that pesky Omniscience, and we get the scoop! The tech comes through! GG. Back to 3 wins. I love to see the tech pull off huge wins like that. Opponent too frustrated, just insta-scoops. This is a glorious hand with 3 fast lands, a Might, ramp, GearHulk, everything you could ever want. We do struggle with the Overlord's deck. It has fallen out of popularity, but it is still around. This is brutal. Do I lose the Might and get rid of the Beanstalk right now? Or do I follow my own game plan? I mean, it's crippling. It's crippling, but up the Beanstalk is too good. Ah, man, it is the glue that holds their deck together. It is the most important combo piece for the Overlord's deck. So it's sad. I put myself a whole turn behind now. We were looking at a turn 3 Break Glass GearHulk. What's it going to be? There's the Overlord. Yeah, I mean... Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the Riptide GearHulk. Next turn, I could cast the GearHulk, or the Bright Glass, fetching the Lava Spur Boots and attack it with haste, and that will put up so much pressure onto opponents so quickly. Leyline Binding. Okay. I can't remember. I'm on so many versions of this deck. Do I still have 2 Haywire Mites in this deck? We'll find out here. like this. Haywire might, please, I hope I have one more. Ah, I took it out. Okay, definitely want these boots. They're going to be big against this kind of deck. And I don't have anything else that hits the leyline binding here. Okay. With one Inspector in hand, I suppose I grab a Mockingbird here. Gives me options. Play these boots. Equip the boots. Try to smash for 5. That's pretty nice, eh? A 5/4 first strike trample haste. Word 1. Keyword soup. What you gonna do? That has first strike. You gotta read the cards. Hey, I'll take any misplay I can from the Overlord's deck. There's his Overlord that we shuffled back in there. Well, shuffled back in, you know what I mean. Put back on top. Bottom 3. Okay. Yeah, I think after all, it was the right play to get rid of this up the beanstalk. Scrap shooter, nice. Okay, this is gonna be huge here. What a draw. Okay, actually, is there any reason to use this? No, I'm gonna gift, blow up the leyline binding, shuffle away the Mistmoors. Then we're gonna equip the haste to the scrap shooter so that we could get a draw with this heirloom. Not bad, not bad. Another heirloom off the top. Okay, we'll just cast that and play this Inspector with that mana. One thing that's beautiful with this Riptide GearHulk is once you get its power to 4 through prowess triggers, it double strikes. So putting the Herd Heirloom's activated ability of drawing a card triggers twice because it's each instant of damage. So with these 2 in play, you could have you could quickly draw 4 cards with the GearHulk. Opponent goes with the split up, but that's okay because we still have the Scrap Shooter in play. That's going to draw us 2 cards here. And we have Mockingbird and Sheltered by Ghosts. Okay. Plus a clue. We have a lot going on here. Man, I'm gonna attribute this all to blowing up that up beanstalk. I think in the end that was huge. We kind of dudded there. Let's draw. Alright. We're going to play around some board wipes here. We'll crack this first. Get rid of a land from the top. And a Wormlet. Okay. Is the Wormlet any good? I don't actually think we're interested in that. He's out of here. The opponent's going to have to cast creatures or wipe the board. There's the Zur. Okay. We have a lot of answers in our hand, but Sheltered by Ghost, not the best against board wipes, especially against these Overlords that come back with beautiful ETB triggers and as creatures. An opponent has no mana to... Oh, no way. Is it a leyline binding? Targeting his graveyard. Analyze the pollen. Okay. I don't know. I think he just should have go Zur and then animate this and attack with 6 lifelink. Okay, and he gets himself a backup Zur. let me just take a quick second in the tank here. I could cast out the Wormlet, play the Sheltered by Ghost onto it, give it haste. Okay, 1 sec here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I have enough mana to do it all here. I'm gonna go for it. This. Put this here. Get rid of that. Put this here. Get rid of that. Move that to give it haste. Yeah, that's good enough. And this gives trample. Phew! Good game. Oh man, those overlords, they really almost came back. I don't know, I think opponent may have misplayed at the end there, not animating the Overlord of the Haunt Woods into the 6/6 lifelinker that it would have been 5/5. Nah, anyways, GG man, GG. Alright. Can we keep the win streak alive? This is a good hand to do it. On the play, fast lands, interaction. What more could you want? Opponent with the Jeskai sleeves, Jeskai avatar, Jeskai everything, but it's mono red. Oh, we're not mad about that. This is a great hand against mono red. Absolutely fantastic hand against mono red. And we got the play. Alright. Opponent has the nuts of 1-drop mouse into 2-drop mouse. But we also had the nuts of removal into removal. The bane of mono red. So I guess the worst thing for us now is if opponent just has Burst Lightning and pays the ward cost. Gets back his Heartfire hero. He does not have that. He does have more gas. But it is going to be so hard for him to beat a 4/4 first strike. I wouldn't be surprised if he scooped right now. I want to gain life, and I want to sack the map I'm going to make to exile something. Opponent representing Monstrous Rage here. He could have the Witch Stalker's Frenzy, which would take care of the GearHulk. But outside of that, there's not many cards that will profitably kill this GearHulk. Does he have it? You gotta do it now. I won't even block with the Survivor. Just go with the GearHulk. Don't think that's enough, dude. It just dies to first strike. You could give it +2/+2. Nope. Okay, we're good here. We're at 17, man. Like, oh, look at that. I'm gonna say it. It's true. It's a good game here. There's no way. We love it. We love it. Beating mono red. 1 win away. Let's get it. We go first. We have a 1-drop into the heirloom, into the turn 3 GearHulk. What could possibly go wrong? Famous last words. Scrap Shooter. Kind of feel like it's a good card, but I'm gonna put it back. I'm gonna put it away here. I was thinking that I want to add Hand Disruption in Duress or something and took the heirloom. That Scrap Shooter could just get stuck in our hand. Wormlet, great draw there too. Get to heirloom and then drop the Wormlet right away. We've popped off. Okay, this is sick. Fast land, GearHulk, huge value. I think we'll grab Inspector and a Siren. Usually I grab a Mockingbird, but against mono black and their instant speed removal. Nice. Okay. Do we just take care of that now? I think so. We did it. Ah. Alright, this is definitely the earliest in a month that I have been Mythic in a long time. Usually I just kind of dirtle around, play fun decks, and get it near the end. But with a bit of luck, I managed to land in 1000 Mythic this early. So, feels pretty good. Let's go look at our decks here. The best GearHulks 2. Many versions of this deck have been played. Let me move my camera. Hey, I remembered today. So, let's talk about this deck properly here. A lot of one-ofs in this deck. The Mockingbird copies these GearHulks. Sometimes it copies these Inspectors and these Sirens for 1 mana. Pretty awesome. These Sheltered by Ghost, the king of white decks right now. If you're playing any kind of white aggro 2 mid-range decks, you need Sheltered by Ghost in best of 1 to beat the prowess and mono red decks. So there's no other way to do it. You just have to run Sheltered by Ghost. It provides too much value with getting rid of a thing, even if it only gets rid of it for 1 turn and then gains you life as you attack. It's invaluable. Herd Heirloom fixes our mana, lets us play these big GearHulks a turn early, which stabilize and often have us come back to win. What else do we got? The Glide Cart and the Survivor package. I love this for Omniscience. You can absolutely get the GearHulk out on 3, fetch both of these together, then you don't even attack with the Glide Cart, but you cast them both, and then you use the Survivor to crew the Glide Cart, even though it has sickness, isn't going to attack. After combat, the Survival trigger exiles Omniscience or any kind of reanimation targets. So it's my way of playing Graveyard Hate in best of 1 with without running Rest in Peace or things that just don't put pressure on. Haywire Might is huge. It kills temporary lockdown in response to temporary lockdown's trigger once it ETBs. So none of your stuff actually ever leaves the battlefield, which is super important because Sheltered by Ghost would give them back their creatures and often ETB triggers. Scrap Shooters, I tried to run this deck without it. The Selesnya version that I was running ran these, and it's too important. It is a 4/4, which matters so much for drawing cards with the Heirloom, but also becomes big 5 with the Sheltered by Ghost, and you start gaining 5 life per turn is just crazy good. And the Reach. The Reach is great. It trades with the Slick show-offs and all kinds of stuff, really. But I think that's the gist of it here. These Wormlets, too, they're really important. I ran a version of this Bant deck without any Wormlets and without these Sirens, and in the end, it's just too good. You need these Wormlets to put early pressure, but then at the same time to stabilize later, because that incidental life gain of 1 life per turn, it really adds up, keeps you alive in those aggressive matchups, and lets you turn the corner, because eventually that 1-drop is like a 4/4 Death Touch, and how do you deal with that when you're mono red? You often just don't. So anyways, guys, this is the deck that made Mythic for me. I'm going to keep putting around with it. I really love it. I recommend it if you're into this kind of thing. I love the mid-range that, goes over the aggro, under the control. It is my favorite kind of archetype, but not for everyone. So I appreciate you all. Take it easy. Cheers.